Welcome to this video, where we delve into the fascinating yet tragic story of the RMS Lusitania, a legendary ocean liner whose sinking profoundly changed the course of history. Chapter 1: The Birth of the Lusitania. The RMS Lusitania was built at the beginning of the 20th century, at a time of great competition between shipping companies for supremacy on the seas. Built by the famous British company Cunard Line, the Lusitania was launched in 1906 at the John Brown and Company shipyards in Scotland. At the time, Cunard was seeking to rival the German liners of Norddeutscher Lloyd and Hamburg America Line, which dominated transatlantic routes. The Lusitania was designed to be both a luxury ship and a technological feat, with a length of 240 meters and a displacement of over 44,000 tons. She can carry up to 2,200 passengers, divided into three classes. Her imposing smokestacks and elegant design make it one of the most impressive ships of its time. But more than her looks, it's her speed that sets her apart. Capable of speeds of up to 25 knots, 46 kilometers per hour, she was the fastest liner in the world when she was launched. In 1907, she won the prestigious Blue Ribbon for the fastest liner to cross the Atlantic. Chapter 2: The Glory Years. The Lusitania began her transatlantic voyages in September 1907, sailing from Liverpool, England, to New York. She quickly became a favorite of the rich and famous, thanks to her unparalleled luxury. First-class passengers enjoyed sumptuous suites, tastefully decorated dining rooms, and lounges reminiscent of the finest hotels of the era. She is also a technical feat, equipped with the latest innovations in navigation and safety. During her first 8 years of service, the Lusitania made hundreds of crossings, carrying thousands of passengers between Europe and America. However, the liner's life was to change with the outbreak of the First World War in 1914. Chapter 3: War and Danger at Sea. When war broke out, the seas became dangerous for all ships. Germany, wishing to asphyxiate British trade, declares unrestricted submarine warfare in the waters around the UK. German submarines, known as U-boats, patrolled the Atlantic and torpedoed enemy ships, both military and civilian, without warning. Although the Lusitania continues its crossings, it finds itself in a war zone. Despite German warnings that any ship flying the British flag could be a legitimate target, many passengers ignored these warnings or felt that the Lusitania was too fast to be ambushed. Chapter 4: The Tragedy of May 7, 1915. On May 1, 1915, the Lusitania left New York Harbor on what was to become her last voyage. On board were some 1,959 passengers and crew. Approaching the Irish coast on May 7, the German submarine U-20, commanded by Captain Walter Schwieger, spotted the liner. At 2:10 p.m., without warning, a torpedo was fired, striking the Lusitania on her starboard side. A few seconds after impact, a second explosion shook the ship, probably caused by ammunition secretly carried in her holds. In less than 18 minutes, the Lusitania sank into the icy waters of the Atlantic, just 18 kilometers off the Irish coast. The sinking of the Lusitania claimed 1,198 lives, including 128 Americans, and deeply shocked international public opinion. Chapter 5: Consequences and Controversy. The sinking of the Lusitania sent shockwaves. The world press seized on the affair, denouncing the German atrocity that had cost the lives of so many innocent civilians. This event played a major role in turning American public opinion against Germany, even though the United States did not enter the war until 2 years later, in 1917. There was also controversy surrounding the Lusitania's cargo. It turned out that, in addition to passengers, the ship was carrying munitions and other war materials for the Allies, which the Germans believed justified the attack. However, Cunard Line and the British authorities long denied this accusation, seeking to maintain the Lusitania's image as an innocent victim of submarine warfare. Chapter 6: The Lusitania Legacy. The sinking of the Lusitania had a profound effect on maritime and world history. In human terms, it served as a reminder of the cruelty and dangers of modern conflicts, in which civilians become targets. Politically, it contributed to the entry of the United States into the First World War, thus altering the course of the conflict. Today, the wreck of the Lusitania still lies at the bottom of the Atlantic, off the coast of Ireland. Diving expeditions and documentaries continue to explore its remains, seeking to understand what really happened on that tragic day. Thank you for following this dive into the history of the RMS Lusitania. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment and follow me to find out more about other great maritime events. See you soon for another incredible story of naval glory or tragedy.